just trying to get this out while the episode's fresh in my mind since I just finished watching it. All right, Wheel of Time episode 6. Okay, we open up in Vietnam and we follow a young, tatted up Swan Sanche and her father. I was trying to recall, in the books, does Swan have identifiable tattoos that kind of trace her back to Tyr? Or if it's something that the show's trying to do to kind of differentiate all these people's nationalities. Either way, I like them. They're cool. Her and Pops have matching family tattoos. She comes from a poor riverside shack. Her and her father own one boat and they're fishermen. Nice contrast to the very next scene where she enters in as the Amyrlin Seat, royal, decked out. The Tower Hall scenes are probably my favorite from the show so far. Like seeing the inner politics with the Ajas, getting a feel for like their customs and traditions. Loved them. Now it is different when it comes to delivery because in the books, Aes Sedai are known for their calm demeanor and stoic faces, but I mean, how boring would that be to watch a bunch of statues talking? Like, I'm glad we get to see some teary-eyed expressions, some passionate outbursts, some gasps of audacity. Like, that makes for great television. In this quick little scene, we get so much foreshadowing and preparation for what's to come. She mentions ships disappearing, aka the Shan-Chan, and I can't believe that's even being mentioned in season 1. Like, that's exciting. I can't remember what book they come into play, but in my mind's timeline, I feel like that doesn't come until further 3 or 4 books down the line. Also, she mentions sightings of Aiel, which we know, like, how exciting is that? They've been already sprinkling this throughout the past episodes, so it's building up. I want to see some Aiel. I recently watched Dune, and when I seen their warriors come out of the sand and they're covered except for their eyes and they are fighting all crazy hand-to-hand combat, that's how I envision the Aiel. And so I hope the show can capture that these people are born, bred warriors. She also mentions that Trollocs popped up in the Two Rivers unnoticed. And so we know also as book readers that is referencing back to Waygates. And then later on in this episode, of course, we go through a Waygate. So these little sentences from this character has really set up a few things to come in the show, and I'm excited for them. This episode had a lot of these really great dialogue, interaction. Another one of my favorites.
Swan Sanche waits for only one woman, and it's not you.
So good, so much attitude. Okay, so here they're wrapping up this whole Shadow Lagar dagger. It's done within like a minute or two. It's really cool to see that she's taking the poison out of him and putting it back into the tainted dagger. However, in the books, we know that this spans for a while. The healing is done by a large group of Aes Sedai, not just one, and it takes a lot of the power, and even the Amyrlin is involved. So to see it done single-handedly by Moiraine is kind of anticlimactic. Moiraine does tell Rand that he cannot get access to this dagger again. So it kind of makes me feel like maybe this is not the last that we've seen of this dagger. This interaction was a surprise for me. Even though I've read the books a couple of times, I don't remember Moiraine and Swan having this intimate relationship. I know they have a great friendship, and maybe the books hinted at it. I love that in this scene we get to see Moiraine more vulnerable. Her guard is down. I love to see that inside glimpse character. She's not just one-sided. And besides, they have really great chemistry together. Speaking of great, can we just say the actress playing Swan is killing it. Like, I love every single scene she's in. She's dominating. She's a force. She's a presence. So this scene kind of confuses me because I don't understand why Moraine is being secretive with Egwene. If you know, please let me know because I was lost at that. The ways here in the TV show, very different. It looks different. It's at a different location, and the way to open the ways is different. I don't know why they made that decision because then what's the point of Loyal? What's the point of having him? He is the one that knows how to open the way gate. He knows how to navigate the ways. So maybe he's there as a navigator, as a guide. But I thought from the books, the ancient male Aes Sedai created the ways for the ogre, or the Ogier. So if they created it for them, Ogier don't channel. Um, so how would they be able to use it unless they have an Aes Sedai present at all times whenever they needed to enter the ways? I feel like this episode had the best pacing. Things just were moving constantly. It never felt stagnant. Or I don't know if this was a different director from the rest of the episodes in this season. So that's episode 6. I'm excited for the next episode to see the ways, to see Faldara, hopefully. The Eye of the World, we know they're probably saving up for the season finale. And I really hope to see a Forsaken in action, like in live action, not CGI action. I am excited to see it. See you guys next week.